Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're doing ball joints on my 2002 Ford Ranger. So first things first, you're gonna want to get the axle nut off. I'm using a 32 millimeter. Well, I got it. I don't think 32 millimeters is the right socket, but next, you're gonna break your lug nuts loose with a 3/4 socket. Okay, so we made it to this point. You have to take this out if you're gonna be doing anything beyond it. I'm actually gonna get this tie rod off. I have I'm gonna replace both sides, tie rods, upper control arm, lower ball joint. So let's get to that. So in order to get that boot slide off, I'm gonna take the death wheel, cut it, because there's no clip or a ring around the other bigger side. Like I got this one, there's nothing around the clip over there, so cut this off and it should slide right off. So after I cut it, broke this with the flathead. I'm gonna do a different clamp next. Never get those things back together, but this end you don't really need a special tool. I just use a giant crescent wrench and just break it loose, and yeah, it's out. So this is our other side, obvious. This is where you're gonna be at by the time you put in the new ball joint and upper control arm. But let's get back to the other side. So now we got this other tying rod. Get some needle nose. Straighten this out and tap on it and get lucky. Like this one. Just be able to pull it right out. You only have to do lower ball joint, tie rod. That's got a bolt holding that in. So I'm gonna work these out. So calipers off. Caliper ball brackets 14 millimeter, and anchor that holds the brakes. Those guys are 15s. You have two of them, one here and one up here. Next, we're gonna turn the steering wheel all the way around, and I gotta get this tie-in rod out, and then loosen this, hit it with a pickle fork right here. That'll break it loose, and then this you loosen, hit it with a pickle fork and pop it up, and it's out. And that'll be it. So for the top upper control arm bolts, 21 millimeter. But yeah, we're done for the day. I'll come back to you guys after this clip with all of our new parts. Now that everything's blown apart, we're ready for a new upper control arm, ready to press out our ball joints, and we're ready to put in some tie-in rods. Like, I don't measure the turns on how many rotations the tie rods come out. I have my own method of getting an alignment. But all right, I'll see you guys when I have parts. Peace. All right, guys, it's been a couple days since I tore apart the truck. Got some parts from Rock Auto. Sorry. I got some U-joints. Should be two of those. That's for the main drive shaft. One ball joint. Going with Ultra Powers. Ball joints. Fuel filter. It's already kind of open. Check it out later. And last but not least, $5 brake pads. So all this was $42. $5 brake pads. Yeah, the rubber band was there when I opened it. I checked everything. Everything looks good. The fuel filter looks pretty good. It's the correct one. Got that for $2. These were $3 a piece. One of them's loose in the bag, but all the needle bearings are there. This is kind of concerning, but I'm still gonna run it. But this is a 10-year-old oil filter. Yeah, but these look correct. I mean, overall, I'm pretty happy. I have another package coming in 2 more days, and then we'll get back to working on the Ranger. I'll get back with you guys then. Finally, our last package came in the mail. This is just covering up my address. Whole lot of SKP stuff. These must be the inner tie rods. Outer tie rods? Yep. Oh shit. Tie rod in. Let's see if it looks like the one I pulled off. Pretty close. Six Autolite spark plugs. We can go 2 rounds and not have to buy wires. Made in China. This will be the front left. Front right, a little wonky. Oh, I don't know what that's for. Kind of was just loose in the box, but this is the front right. That's the front left, but yeah. No magnet. I was chipped. Oh. Yeah, that's our parts. Well, it looks like we took a little side quest here on the Ranger. Doing U-joints. Got the map gas. I've been heating up the... I have a loss of words for what these are right now. But heating these up. That way I can actually tap around them with a hammer, a flathead. Now, $150 later to rent this. I mean, I'll get my money back, but it's expensive. Press these out. Pretty simple stuff. So originally, there's like a clunk coming from the rear end, and I found it. It's gotta be one like, I'm really interested to see what these are gonna look like, but my tip, you need a 12.12 millimeter to get 4 bolts front and rear. You know, you obviously want to mark it. I can't remember where my markings are, probably on the other side. But buy yourself some map gas. This stuff, it's only like, I want to say 30 bucks with a nozzle, or maybe less, I don't know. I know they're the carts right here, these cart containers, they're like over 20 bucks. But I just get this really hot. Just a clip, it's kind of glowing. Set this in like sideways, and then I'll hammer on the side. Might be able to, well, I can't really show you guys, I don't have a tripod, but it'll pop out. The rental cost on this ball joint for us was $158. I'll get my money back when I return it, but this is a little ridiculous. But anyway, you want this to be clear of the, so you want this to be around the outside where you're pressing. You don't want it kind of overlapping onto the U-joint cap, or it's never going to come out. But get yourself a breaker bar, and it shouldn't have too much trouble getting this to break loose. But honestly, that's about it for breaking these loose. You might have to, I know I'll have to cut one of these with a, just either the death wheel or Sawzall, because it'll just get snagged. But all right, let's get this done. That is definitely why we have all our noise. 2 of the caps have grease, 2 of them are rusty. That's a big problem. Now we can get back to assembling this. On the end caps, those needle bearings have left the chat a long time ago. Shock time. So in order to get this one out, there's 2 nuts on, I probably can't see it, but 2 nuts underneath there. And we take the angle grinder with cutoff disc and just chop off this bolt. Oh, PB blasted the 2 bolts. Gonna loosen those up and then cut that top one and show you just how bad this shock is. Oh, Jesus, it's bad. It's starting to leak out now. But put vice grips around that. Just get a cut going. Throw a socket over it. It'll break. And if it's blown out, it's gonna be so easy to pull out of there. But new one is pretty simple. You get hardware for the bottom, where this one's stationary built into it. But God, these shocks are bad. It's like mushrooming out, or mushrooming, bleh. But anyway, yeah, you get new hardware. Reinstallation is pretty easy. I already got the other side done, so easy reverse process. But here we go. From upper ball joints to shocks to tying rods to lower ball joint. This whole front end's been redone. So let's go for a little test drive and wrap up this almost month-long video I've been dragging out. Yeah, I wish I got a before video, but this thing's way better without having blown out shocks. I did get an alignment yesterday, so this thing's pretty straight now. It's done, it's fixed. Hallelujah. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. I'm going to show off some of my concrete business. Peace.